Hey folks, welcome to Find Your Sunshine. I'm Sally, your host, your cheerleader, single mama, and believer in finding joy no matter what life throws your way. This is a space where we keep it real, laugh through the chaos, and remind each other that we are stronger than we think. So whether you're here for a little encouragement, some honest talk, or just a good laugh, you're in the right place. Let's dive in and find your sunshine together. Let's go. Hey folks, welcome back to Find Your Sunshine. So excited to be here. It is our 30th episode. We're in our 30s, people. And let me tell you, I actually really love my 30s. So I'm glad we're here. I'm glad we made it finally. Took a minute because I've been taking longer breaks than usual, but that's okay. I think it's really okay to take care of yourself and to take the breaks you need. And this is my podcast, so I can do what I want. Got no one telling me what to do but me. So here we are. Anyway, quick little update before I get started on this week's episode. I have been busy. The whole month of May is always so busy, guys. Like, how did we all make it through? Because I'm not sure. I had so many kids' activities. I can't even count them all. I can't remember. I barely made it to all of them. I I'm not sure what was going on or what I was at, but I made it. I supported. I loved, and then at some point during all the chaos, I got to take my kids up to a amusement park that a few hours away from me for a dance competition for my kids, and that was so fun. We had a good time. We had fun going on the rides. My kids had fun with some friends, and we got to see one of my girls dance, and she did such a fantastic job this year. I'm so proud of her. Her solo is beautiful. So I know I've mentioned it before, but it was such her solo was just so her, and I love that she's getting so much more passionate about it. It's just so fun to watch. And then again, we just finished with our Maycember stuff, and we made it through, and we got through all of it, and my kids are out of school, and we are on summer break, and we've had a few good days spending time together in the sun. And you know what? That's my favorite thing, is to go sit in the sun. So we went to a pool a few times. We've just done some adventures. We played some games. We watched some movies so far. One of our favorite things is to do a movie night, eat our popcorn, which I've been out of popcorn for like a month, and my kids have reminded me many times, and it is on its way. It's the Costco popcorn, freaking delish. So if you ever tried it, go get it. It really is so good. Well, guys, I'm sure there are many more things I could update you on, but I can't remember half the things I've done per usual because my brain is just, there's so many things going through it. I have no idea. But today I want to talk about something that I think a lot of us struggle with. And if I'm being honest, it's something I'm still working on myself. So, episode 30, guys, here we go. How do we live unbothered? Like, how do we protect our peace? And not in like a fake way, but like in a way where stop allowing negative people and like difficult people and high conflict people to control our emotions. Because, guys, that is one of the hardest things I've had to learn how to do in the last few years. And you know who I'm talking about, the people that are around you that are just always negative. They're always bringing you down. They're always talking down to people. They're just mad all the time, or something's just going wrong in their life all the time, and they just always seem angry, and they always need someone to blame. And the people who seem to wake up every morning looking for like a new fight. It could be a coworker, it could be a family member, it could be an ex, it could be someone you have no choice but to deal with. And you can be having like such a good day. You're being productive, you're happy, you're with people you love, you're feeling good, you're enjoying life, and then like a text comes through your phone. And a comment gets made, and someone decides that they're upset, and suddenly your whole entire freaking mood changes. I can't even tell you how often this happens lately to me. And I've been trying so hard to not be bothered. And I think I actually do pretty well, but it's taken me a long time to get there, guys. It's not easy. It's not easy, especially when like your whole system wants to like react right away, right? I don't know if you're anything like me, guys, but I have fights in the shower with like conversations I've had with people to like see if I could like have done it better or gone about it a different way, or what if I haven't responded back, like what I should respond, because it just takes over my brain, and I'm so tired of letting it affect me that much. Now things are still going to affect you, and that's okay, but it's just so frustrating. And before you know it, someone else's negativity has like stolen your peace. You were doing so good. And I just realized that lately that one of the greatest forms of self-care, like even though I tell you guys it's a bubble bath or like taking care of yourself or a vacation, like it's just learning how to like protect yourself from this negativity and this toxic behavior and to protect your peace because your peace is like expensive, guys. It costs your need to be right. It costs your need to have the last word, and honestly, that's hard sometimes. And one of the biggest lessons I'm trying to learn is the difference between reacting and responding. Reacting is so emotional. It's like almost immediate, right? You're sitting there, you get the text comes through and immediately you're upset and you're angry and or you're sad or you're mad, like all these things and come through like so quickly, like in a matter of seconds. And you instantly want to fire off like the next text message because and you're like because you're almost like matching the energy now. You're like your body just instantly wants to go into protective mode and wants to like stand up for yourself, which is great. But it's not always the best thing to do. Sometimes it works, but when the behavior continues with the same person over and over and over and over again, reacting doesn't work anymore. Or like they're there to pick a fight. Like they literally want to fight with you and that's the point of what they're doing. It's craziness. It's seriously so crazy. It's like mind-blowing crazy. I doesn't make sense to me because it's not how my brain works, but some people's do. They just live in this negative, angry mindset. And so they're wanting that reaction, right? They're wanting the you to respond badly back. They're wanting to fight. They're wanting the mean words. Sometimes they're doing it just to like get a kick out of it, and sometimes they're doing it so that you look like a terrible person in everyone else's eyes because that's what they're wanting. It's it's just it's a lot and it's really hard to learn not to do that and not give in to them. So I'm trying to learn how to respond because responding actually creates space for a good conversation later on or your own peace. Responding means you're going to think about this, like what you're going to say before you decide how much energy you're going to give in to what they've said. When someone sends you a rude message, you don't have to answer immediately. I'm going to repeat that again. When someone sends a rude message, you do not have to answer immediately. When someone accuses you of something or you don't have to immediately like defend yourself. I know you want to. And I know it's like your instant reaction to, but you don't have to. When someone wants that conflict, you don't have to participate in it. And that's something I wish I would have learned a long time ago. And I'm just really working so hard at it now. And sometimes I I almost have to do the side conversations that I want to respond with, like the mean things I want to say back. I have to either do it with a friend or put it in a voice note for myself or write it out so that I do not to give the person that energy back. Because not every invitation to fight or to, you know, create a bad mood deserves your energy. Just because someone invites you into an argument doesn't mean you have to actually show up to it, you know? Just because someone wants to fight doesn't mean you have to fight back. And some people genuinely want understanding. Some people genuinely want solutions, but some people don't. And some people simply just want that reaction. And once you realize that, everything just starts to change. Because you stop wasting your own energy trying to explain yourself to people who aren't going to listen to you anyways. Because that's not what they're trying to do. You stop trying to prove your intentions to people who have already made up their minds about how they're going to treat you in that moment, how they're going to react. And you stop chasing understanding from people who don't actually want to understand what you're saying. And that guys, it's freedom. It's easier said than done, but it is freedom of your own peace. And one thing I've noticed is that a lot of high conflict people operate from a place of constant negativity, constant anger. Like everything around them is a problem. Everything is a fight. Everything is unfair to them. Everything is someone else's fault. And honestly, guys, being angry all the time has to be exhausting. Don't you think? It has to be. I literally don't know how they live that way, like, at least 90% of the time. Like, they're always negative, and that has to be exhausting. They're always looking for what's wrong, or what they're looking for a problem. They're looking for the next thing to complain about. That just can't it just can't be a fun way to live, you know? And I just have reached a point where I don't really feel angry every time at these people anymore. I actually kind of feel sad. I mostly feel sad. I do have the anger come. You know, it still does come, guys. It's there like almost instantly. But then I also like go and instantly feel like, God, this person doesn't know how to not live here. And that just makes me sad for them. Like, why do we have to fight? Why do we have to argue? Why do things have to be negative? And I feel sad because I think about all the joy that they're missing out on because they're wasting their energy in this anger and this negativity. All the moments they're missing, all the laughs they're missing and like all the beautiful things like happening around them, but they can't even see it because they're just so focused on the hurt, the mad, about being upset. And the hardest part is that sometimes they just can't see it and they're not going to, or they don't want to, and they won't see it. And because you can show someone peace and you can show someone like how to grow, you can talk to them about happiness, you can show them a different way to live, but they have to choose it. Because you could talk at them all you want and let them know like, hey, if you chose this, like if you could just see this, if if you could just be happy, you know, like, but until they're ready, they won't choose it. And at some point every person has to decide whether they want to keep carrying that anger or they want to finally just put it down. And there's some people just never do. No, you can still there's also the point that you can still have anger and but like not live in it anymore. Like you can still be hurt by something but not let it control your life, you know? And some people just never go out of any of that and they can't let go of the anger and they hold on to it and it seeps into every part of their life. And that's what just makes me so sad for them. And not even really because they're trying to make my life difficult or, you know, trying to breed negativity to me and not because they're hurting my feelings because they'll never know how much like lighter life can be if they stopped fighting everything around them, if they could heal, if they could just see that it's not worth that energy. That energy is it's never fun to be around. And maybe that's why I'm so protective of my own peace because I don't want someone else's bitterness to make me bitter still. You know, I don't want the negativity to make me negative. I have a really hard time with people who are constantly negative. And when they are, I do my best, especially for the people I love if they're in a bad space to try and turn it around. Now, it's okay to always vent and if you have stuff going on, but like, you know, there are just certain people that can never find their sunshine. And I'll find myself, you know, pulling away from those people because I don't want them to pull me down with them. I don't want to lose my own sunshine. Now I'll sit with them in their bad moments and listen to them, but if they can't find their way out and they are constantly there, I can't help them after a while. They have to choose that happiness for themselves. So I think it's something we have to all be careful of is knowing when to maybe take that break, step away from. Because when we're around negative people long enough, it's easy to start matching their energy. You know, they say you are who you surround yourself with. So when you are always constantly around these people that are negative, bringing you down, they're angry, cynical, like you're gonna turn out the same way. You're gonna start doing the same things. But that's not who I want to be. I I want to be someone who chooses the joy, even when I do have my sad moments. I wanna choose growth or peace, even when I'm having a bad day, even when I am angry, even when someone does say something negative to me. I want to be able to choose that for myself. But that doesn't mean I'm letting people walk all over me. And it doesn't mean I don't have my boundaries still up and that I'm not going to stand up for myself. I actually think protecting my peace requires like really strong boundaries. It means saying no It means like walking away from something, and it means not responding or reacting badly sometimes. Sometimes protecting your peace means realizing that everyone deserves access to your energy. And through all of this, I just feel like I've learned that sometimes what bothers us isn't actually what someone has said. It's what it means to us. We want people to understand us and see our good intentions, and we want people to be fair and to acknowledge our efforts. And when they don't, it kind of hurts. But I started asking myself something like, why am I giving this person so much power? Why does their opinion get to determine my mood, you know? Why am I carrying this around all day when they're probably not even thinking about it anymore? And that's a tough question because sometimes we hand over our peace without even realizing we're doing so. We let someone else's attitude and negativity dictate our day. We let someone else's chaos move into our minds rent free. And I don't want that. Life is way too short to have some negative thought about someone or someone's mean thing they said to you or their someone crossing around needs to like take over my whole day. There's just too many beautiful things happening around me. There are kids to laugh with, friends to spend time with, goals to chase, memories to make, sunsets to watch, trips to the lake in the summer, dreams to just build. And I don't want to spend my precious time obsessing over people who are committed to being unhappy. I want to spend my energy on things that actually matter. Because the truth is, living unbothered isn't about not caring. It's just about caring about the right things. It's about understanding that your peace is valuable. It's about recognizing not every battle deserves your energy. And that you don't have to convince everyone that you're right or that they're acting badly. You don't wait, I don't sometimes I'm an over explainer. And sometimes I have to realize I don't need to explain myself to people. I don't have to attend every argument that someone wants to invite me to. And we don't need to become who they are in the process. You just have to choose differently. You just have to choose peace, happiness, growth, and choose to enjoy your life anyway. Because at the end of the day, the goal isn't to control the difficult people or change them or make them understand you. The goal is to stop letting difficult people control you. Because when you stop giving them like that same energy back, something amazing happens. Like you take your peace back. You take your joy back and your energy and your sunshine, guys. You take your sunshine back. And that is it's such a beautiful place to be. Trust me. So guys, I'm so grateful for you for being here. If this episode resonated with you, please leave a comment. Please share this episode with anyone you think who needs to hear it, that something like this is going on in their life and they need to really like vent it out and learn that they don't have to react to these things. Trust me, not easy, but we got this, okay? And this is just your friendly reminder every week that you are strong. You're enough. You're amazing. You are loved. And you are going to go out there this week and find your sunshine, right? Okay? Please, please, please go do that. It's why I do this. I want you to do that. I want you to go out there. I want you to choose to keep your peace, keep choosing joy, and keep finding that sunshine this week. Okay, guys? Thanks for being here. I love you so, so much. Until next time.